Hi guys. I get asked a lot about how I prep my tiles for paint pouring. I usually get these brand new out of a big box, buy 100 or so at a time. 9 times out of 10 they're clean, fine to pour on straight away. It still works. But what we can use is isopropyl alcohol, 99.9%. Get a paper towel, squirt a little bit on, grab your tile, just give it a wipe, concentrate on the edges, make sure there's no grease, no dust, no fingerprints, things like that. Give it a good wipe. Wear gloves. They're nitrile gloves, so they're resistant to alcohol, oils, things like that. You don't want the stuff soaking into your skin. Alright, so just give that a wipe. You'll be able to watch all the alcohol evaporate off it. Not that you can see on camera, but when you do it, you'll be able to see it. Then I'll flip it over to the dry side. Just give it a wipe. And that's it. Bob's your uncle, ready to go. So while I've got you here, we may as well pour some paint on it. Now, most of the time all my stuff comes out of a brand new box and the stuff's clean anyway. It's very rare that I'll actually use an alcohol wipe and clean everything down and all the rest of it. The paint sticks, no problem at all. But entirely up to you if you want to go that extra measure and make sure there's nothing possible that can contaminate what you're doing. By all means, go for gold. It really won't hurt to do it. Okay. Oh, by the way, I got some of these mixing sticks. So they're reusable, so you don't have to keep using paddle pop sticks all the time and throw them out. These are totally reusable. Just wipe them clean and you're good for your next colour. And they're really cheap. Come in a pack of 20 and work great. So you can use either end. You can use the big thick end, or for finer stuff you can use the little end. Good way of saving money. You don't have to keep buying paddle pop sticks and throwing them out every time you do something with them. Okay, put some cell activator down. I think that was cell activator. I guess we'll find out. Okay, throw some white down. Now, let's see if I can blow it. Alright. That's the only problem with having my spinner inside a big plastic tub. Yeah, it keeps the place clean and tidy, but when you try to lean in to blow something out, it's too high up, you can't reach it and get it on camera. So that sort of makes things hard. Okay, we'll let that cell activator sink down a little bit. Alright, spin it out and see what happens. You can let that sit for a couple of minutes. Cell activator will sink down into it. It allows the pillow paint to creep back underneath, so it spins out evenly then. You can check that by just giving it a bit of a tilt, seeing if the center moves with the rest of everything else. If it doesn't, just give it a couple of minutes longer. No big deal, we're not in a rush, so if you want, you can do little bits and pieces on the edges. Guaranteed they'll all spin off, so it doesn't really matter, but gives you something to do while you're killing time. Waiting for that cell activator to sink down and pillow to move around. Plus it's good practice for when you're doing swipes and things like that, when you want to modify it. You get to see what patterns work, what patterns don't. And it doesn't really matter because they're all going to spin off anyway. Whereas if you were doing it on a swipe that you want to keep all those patterns, it's better to practice on something you're going to lose rather than destroy a piece that you want to keep. Okay, that should be good. Make sure your tile's roughly in the center. Closer to the center's the better. That way everything spreads out evenly across like that. And let's give her a spin. That'll light away, so we'll move it. Okay. Go back the other way. Okie dokie. Pop it up. There we have a nice little bloom. Alright guys, there you go. That's how I don't prep my tiles. 9 times out of 10 I'll just throw a tile on, paint over the top. The paint never ever has a problem anytime I've done it so far, and I must have done it, 4,500, 5,000 tiles so far. So, but like I said, if you want to go ahead and make everything crystal clean, sterile, whatever, go for gold. It won't hurt it anyway. Alright, have a good one, and I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.